Like and subscribe right now, or you're going to have terrible luck for the next week. Ever wondered what goes on around you when you have a peaceful sleep or out in your office? Well, a lot. We can't be everywhere simultaneously, which is why CCTV cameras are crucial to safeguarding our children or protecting our home and office from burglars. Whether it's a clip from people behaving weirdly or animals doing their thing. Here are 15 weird things caught on camera. Valentines Day Boom. We all thought Valentine's Day is the perfect time to be loved and romantic, right? Well, yes, but beyond all the beautiful words flying around that day, a lot happens underneath. CCTV cameras are always available to reveal some of the weirdest happenings, like the one captured in Chao Praya river walkways on Valentine's Day of 2016. The incident shook Bangkok. At about 6:30 a.m., a container called Xetha Bhum collided with a pathway and slowly devoured everything it touched. Although the authorities made efforts to clear the area after the crash, the aftermath remains evergreen. Glass Act. Burglars don't seem to realize that Big Brother is always watching whenever they enter a mall. This could be the fate of this man captured in this footage on March 31st, 2013. The thief had just seen a bag he loved and wanted to have it. Of course, he wasn't willing to pay a farthing for it. He quickly left the scene and somehow missed the automatic door where he should have escaped from. Soon, he collides with a large pane of solid glass at full speed. He became unconscious and collapsed to the ground, still clutching the bag. Bystanders rushed to help the young man, but didn't understand the backstory until it was later revealed. Alaskan lawyer mystery. Nicole was in the office alone one fantastic evening in 2018 when a man in black showed up. She was scared and immediately grabbed the gun the law firm uses for protection. She points at him and makes a shot, but the camera captures the man's hand gesture signaling her to drop it, and she did. Soon he instructs her to take the camera in her bag, drop her purse and follow him. She complied, and that's how her colleagues never saw her until a week later. When she returned, she narrated how she was taken to a room where everyone communicates via telepathy. After witnessing all their activities, they injected her with something that was supposed to make her lose her memory. Fortunately, she recalled everything. Unwelcomed roommate. Joe Cummings and his girlfriend are vibrant lovers who love to play pranks on each other. One day he noticed an unusual movement in his house and asked his girlfriend if she did anything to scare him or make him feel uncomfortable. She swore that she didn't know about any strange happenings. Joe wasn't satisfied and wanted to learn more. He purchased a camera and placed it at a strategic spot. He watched the footage the next day and what he saw baffled him. It was an unwanted visitor who entered his house through the ceiling whenever she noticed everyone was asleep. She makes herself comfortable, eats, drinks, and leaves just before day. He reported the incident to the police, and she was apprehended immediately. The old switcheroo. So yeah, it's another not-so-typical burglar story here. The woman in this footage is at the gas station trying to refill when a black car suddenly pulls up near her. Before she could understand the situation, a man in the car jumped into hers and tried moving away. The apprehensive woman jumped on the hood begging him not to flee with her vehicle. Apparently, he heard and had a change of mind. He got out and moved into his car and fled the scene. The woman could get her car back, but not after it almost veered the tracks and got to the road. Supernatural catch. You know how you get used to your job after years of doing the same thing over and over. It gets dull over time, but for some people, it leads to lower productivity. The forklift driver in this video is one of those workers who have mastered their careers through the ladder. One day, he loaded a pile of empty kegs from a truck when one of them started wobbling. You'd think they'd fall right to the ground, but they didn't. As one of the kegs makes it land on the ground, his hands shoot out to catch it and throw it back to its place. Indeed, this man is a superhuman. Tumbling toddler. It was one sunny afternoon and some postal workers were on break. This means that they had the opportunity to notice their immediate environment and they relaxed in a corner. One of the men looked up and found a toddler wobbling on the window. She was asleep in the room when her mom decided to leave her behind and rush to a drugstore. When the child got up, she didn't know of anything to do rather than look around the window and see what the landscape is like. The man that sighted her beckoned on others to gather around so they could catch the child. Thankfully, she fell right on their hands and wasn't hurt. Her parents vowed to never make such silly mistakes ever again. Cop car thief. This story has to be one of the most daring things captured by a security camera. Most police cars are victims of theft and vandalism, which explains why they're fitted with multiple cameras in and out of them. Opportunistic joyriders are the usual culprits when it comes to stealing police vehicles. One shoplifter in Texas decides to try her luck and see how far she goes with it. She slips out of her cab and makes her way to the front seat. She leads the cops on a dangerous chase, but it didn't take too long before she was apprehended. She was later sentenced to 45 years in prison for doing that. Hamburglar. This is funny and genuinely ridiculous. It captures a woman peeping from the window of a McDonald's store in Maryland. From the arrangement, you can see that the shop is locked and there's no one there. In fact, it's past midnight. This lady comes strolling around the area, and fortunately, she found a place to call home. She tried to get drinks from the window, but she decided to get in since she couldn't access everything she wanted. She slid in the window, got in, and grabbed as many burgers as she found and made her way out. Authorities ordered a manhunt for her that day, but she turned herself in, knowing that she was wrong and deserved to be punished. Tim's Turd. This footage was filmed in a restaurant in Canada. A woman walks in and asks the attendant to allow her to use the washroom, but he refuses. It's unclear why he wouldn't let her get in, but the apprehensive woman quickly rushed to a nearby lawn and started defecating there. As if that wasn't enough, she threw her feces over the counter and walked to retrieve some serviettes to clean herself up. No one knew what she did with the serviettes after using them, but the law caught up with her and she was arrested. It remains unknown if she was sentenced or released on bail. Mischievious Doctor. While the nurse in the video didn't seem interested in any play, a doctor behind her wants all of it. He snuck behind her and tried to flip a rubber glove to the nurse. Even the gloves weren't in for that play and immediately backfired. Whoa! Now the joke's on him. The lady didn't even notice what happened within the period. She'll probably see the footage later and laugh it off. Crazy delivery man. The young lady in this clip raised $11,000 to purchase this gadget, but when it was delivered to her, it was far from what she expected. It was already dead on arrival. Trying to investigate what may have gone wrong, she retrieved footage from her CCTV. Guess what she saw? Yup, you guessed right. The delivery man is rolling the package on the floor. It's hard to understand why he couldn't lift the parcel and deliver accordingly. Well, she was distraught and wouldn't let it slide. Uncontrolled Mower. One day a homeowner came back from work, but noticed that his garden wasn't how he left it. Not that he had valuables there that could be stolen, but he wondered why anyone would tamper with his garden. Thankfully, he had CCTV and didn't delay retrieving the video. He realized that it took one ball shot from another compound to make all the difference. It hit his mower, and the machine took off and started doing a job no one instructed it to do. It vandalized the wooden structure outside and ensured everywhere was unkept.
Now it's time for today's best pick.
A subscriber sent this footage to us because he was confused and needed clarification. As always, we have analyzed it and featured it in this video. If you find a similar clip on the internet, send it to us and we'll do justice to it. Environment-friendly elephant. As you can see, the elephant in this video is picking up trash from the floor and placing it in the trash can. Who littered the environment? Humans. Whose duty is it to tidy up the mess? Still humans. But who's doing the job? You guessed right.
Before we move on, I have a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. Just leave a like on the video, smash the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell. And you'll get 25 years of good luck. Try it. It really works.
Foolish shoplifter. The thief did a poor job at convincing the shopkeeper. He saw gold jewelry and thought to himself that it'd be nice to have it. When he wore it and saw how it looked on him, he decided to dash off through the door. Unknown to him, the staff had already noticed his movement and guessed that he would elope soonest. He signaled the security at the gate to lock the door. Soon after they shut it, the young man made to leave the door with the jewelry, but it was already locked. Have you been caught doing something stupid on CCTV? Please let us know what it was in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel for more amazing content. Until another scintillating episode, adios.